I thought we were live the whole time, guys. I thought we were live the whole time. I had an Aussie come in on something called a Gentle Leader, that is a training device, and I showed everybody this Aussie named Pepper, and we have a mini Aussie and two Brussels Griffon. I'll walk you back in the salon, but we might get busy, so I want to finish my talk on leadership. Okay. Oh God. All right. Trying to reboot myself here, and if you're watching and I don't see comments, please don't come for me. I have a hard time seeing the comments on this phone. So, and I'll do a little recap. Catch my breath here. Okay. So, welcome to Hands to Paws. I don't know what was live. I have no idea what wasn't live. And I don't know what to call it. So I'm going to start like it's brand spanking new. Here we go. Hey, it's Claudia from Hands to Paws, the home of Groom, Style, and Swag. That is not Groom, Style, and Swag for you. That is Groom, Style, and Swag for your dog. I am also Claudia from What's Up Dog. What is that? On YouTube, that is capital W, capital U, capital D, as in a dog named What? And I am Claudia Olson on Facebook. So you can find me in those 3 locations for right now until we join Reddit and Rumble, and all the other platforms will be coming a little bit later. I am streaming off of StreamYard on 3 platforms. So my streaming service is StreamYard. And I hope you enjoy these lives. I will be on YouTube. I've been saying it all week to give everybody that follows on YouTube or on Facebook or on Hands to Paws a Summer Wells update on we're in the 11th month of Summer Wells, who went missing in Tennessee on June 15th of her still not being found. And this has been one of the most engaged cases of a missing child on YouTube. So it's definitely worth to tune in to get what is going on now. All right, so we are training. There is a wonderful new trainer in the area. If you don't know, I always recommend Suncoast Service Dogs. That is Lorraine Clark from Suncoast Service Dogs. Does all positive reinforcement. And recently we have Natalia, who is a military trainer who has come in the area. We have videos going. We've done 2 now at the Hearts Oasis, and we are training 2 Old English sheepdogs, which are both herding dogs. One is 9 months, will be 10 months on the 30th, and one is almost 3. Both these dogs have been raised in true Groom Style Swag here at the salon at Hands to Paws. So a little bit of an edge on training with them, just based on phenomenal relationship and development of pack leadership. Today, I'm doing, and I said it wrong earlier, for any reason, if you go back and watch this, or you're watching this, allow me to correct myself. I will be at the Heart Oasis on Mondays and Thursdays going live with Natalia. So she will always, this morning we trained first and then went live. She didn't have a lot of time, but she started talking about the essentials for pack leadership and when a puppy should be taken from what's really appropriate. This doesn't always happen, guys, and I am certainly not been in the dog business for 19 years, so I'm not judging anybody. Please never, ever take it that way. We will deal with any behavioral issue in any situation that comes up. However, if in perfect circumstances on a perfect day, if you were going to look to buy or bring a new family member in under those circumstances, 8 weeks would be the appropriate time to take a puppy from their mother. And Natalia is going to explain, or I should say she did explain in the live that we did earlier, why that was so important for development. And we're going to be building on that as we talk about the importance of leadership. How are you doing? Do you need help, love? Yeah, absolutely. We're just talking training and I'm live. So we were just talking dog training and just working on sorry guys, just sold her house, bringing in her dog, and she used to work here. Isn't that great? It's such a good sign of great leadership when your people that work with you come in, and even if they've left, they know there's always an open door. They think so much of where they work and the good leadership that goes on in Hands to Paws that they bring their dogs, right? They're here to experience it. There isn't a better testimonial than that. Great. That just is of how it is. Okay, let's get refocused here. Sorry, film that work. So leadership is critical, especially in a dog pack. In the wild, it is even more critical because it is all around survival. So if you don't have good leadership, you are not going to survive. And I'm not going to do a whole leadership seminar today. You are already getting a master class for free when I am putting these, Natalia, military trainer, who also does drug dogs, who does sex trafficking dogs, jumps out of airplanes with dogs. Couldn't get any more qualified. Okay. I mean, just qualification after qualification after qualification. And she grew up with a dog foot in her mouth. Bomb dogs. In fact, on our first live together, she talked about her favorite working dog and her favorite kind of work with a dog is bomb dogs. The most gratifying being the sex trafficking dog. Totally fascinating. And I will be putting these together so they're in an even format so you can go back and check them out. And if you don't know who to follow in the interim and you're looking for internet help, Zach George on YouTube. Positive reinforcement, really great for house training, really great for just baby basics. Well, you can do more than baby basics. I've been following him since I was a very young woman, and he started doing his YouTube and bringing a camera with him way back when. So Zach George, #1 for social media, quick education, #1. All right, so leadership. So I'm just going to go. We discussed Natalia. We discussed that she was already on live. She already started doing the leadership with the when it was an appropriate time to take a puppy and the reasons behaviorally, why, developmentally, behaviorally, which we'll be going through step by step at the different ages of the dogs and what actually happens with them. Stay tuned. You're going to get more free master classes. You're going to get so many free master classes on dogs. Do not go away. There will be some paid for classes. That's anywhere from $4 to $10 where you have complete interaction. I'll invite you up to tell your dog's story and we can banter back and forth. But those will be paid for. They'll be between $4 and $10. In the meantime, take advantage of your free master classes. Hands to Paws. Hey, Sky. Good morning. In the meantime, free master classes. We are doing the training, and I often go live from the salon for grooming. So if you're enjoying that, let me know. All right. So I'm going to go through a leadership step of 2 trainers and how we develop a relationship. So I actually was a trainer. Hands to Paws is developed around, I went to Purdue University, not as Purdue University to go to college. Good morning, Adrian. But as in they ran behavioral courses back in the day when I was very young and was learning how to train dogs, which I'm very fortunate, just like I am with Room Style Swag, that I've had the opportunity to study with people that literally wrote the books on the subjects. That also includes my career in training. So, but I cannot do both, guys. I cannot do both. So please don't come in and ask me to be your dog trainer. I cannot. I do not, absolutely do not have enough time in the day. However, training is my #1 love. Dogs are my #1 loves. My favorite thing to do is train. And then obviously I love to teach Room Style Swag. I love to teach stylists. I love to teach people. Hi, View. I'm live. Love to teach people how they. Thanks. See, his pants. It's all torn up. You could make them. And you could put groom style swag on the, yeah. So we could have swag. She makes our t-shirts for us here at Hands to Paws. She just got an LLC. We'll be marketing her. She had to take a little hiatus on making the t-shirts, but absolutely, you come to Hands to Paws and you are encouraged in the gifts that you have. Okay, so this is very family environment, and that transmits to the dogs because behavior starts with human beings. And if we can teach our humans to be kinder, if we can teach our humans leadership, if we can teach our humans good timing, they're going to have incredible successes with their dogs. That's going to be part of the leadership talk. When you talk about leadership in dogs, you talk about survival number one. So if you don't trust your leader, you're not going to survive. You got to trust your leader. You got to do it. All right. Especially in the wild, in wolf packs, the leaders are there in formation to bring down their prey, which we will bring home for you. In the meantime, follow Natalia and I on this journey at the Heart Oasis with Jazz and Elijah, 2 Old English sheepdogs, as we train and discuss integration of 2 male dogs, one who has very bad, or is getting much better, had very bad puppy manners, and one who is already an established leader of the pack, and a puppy who was the only baby in the house, who's never seen a bad day in his life, and his poor manners, just poor manners, his lack of knowledge. He just doesn't have the knowledge, doesn't have the skill set in order to succeed. So now, Natalia, I love working with trainers. I think trainers, I think it is so important, right? So important. Good communication skills is the key behind being a good trainer. So Natalia agreed. The Hearts come here. The Old English Sheepdogs. If you have an Old English Sheepdogs, I'll have plenty of pictures of Teddy and Elijah and Jazzy all over Hands to Paws Facebook. And I will take more video of them here at the salon and at the Heart Oasis. However, you can have one lead trainer. One person can be the leader. You can't have 2 pack leaders. You can have one. The dog trainer in me says, can't have 2 pack trainers. I cannot be the lead dog trainer. I'm not an active participating dog trainer at the moment. I have Hands to Paws. There is no way I can be an active promoting dog trainer. Please don't come and ask me for a reference. Ask me for all references all day. But I am assisting Natalia so that I can have her on film and we can discuss this as a team, as a pack. Okay? So she is the dog trainer. So though I am incredibly educated and I've worked with dogs since I was 19, and I am inviting you to our free master classes, and these are just free master classes, I am going to talk to you right away about Natalia and I having an open, honest conversation about leadership. And this is how it goes. Leader of the pack for dog training is Natalia, the military trainer. Wonderful, amazing woman. You're going to be super excited to hear all the things that she has to say. I vetted her. Like I always say, if you follow us at all, vet your stylist. Vet where you're taking your animal. Are their principles, are their ideas, are their thoughts on the same as yours? We have a very open door thought policy. We have a business based around dog behavior and dog health. That's who we are. So vet who you're bringing your animal to. So I literally went to the Heart Oasis, and that happens to be just what I call that. The Heart Oasis, and I literally sat with Natalia before the Hearts kind of called me in as consultant to make sure that her training philosophies were on the same page as my training philosophies, so that I knew we went, if our philosophies were completely different, we would have clashed. I walked away saying, that's your girl. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. She's such a girl. I'm fascinated by her extreme knowledge. So I am her second trainer. So when she talks about 2 trainers, she's talking about her being the lead in order to have a good congruent relationship. And because that's how it works, you can't have, that old saying, can't have two women in the kitchen. you have to have, somebody has to make final decisions. So you can make suggestions, you can do that all you want, but somebody has to have the ability to make final decisions. In this case, that is Natalia, because she is such a good trainer. And remember, if you're, don't, animal doesn't feel safe, if the dog's not safe, they're not going to think you're a good leader, period. Period. The leaders do certain things. They just do. It's just what they are, who they are, and how they behave. And that is how people follow good leaders, right? You know the truth, you hear it. You hear the truth, you know it. So, and I am able to go down, do what I love, absolutely love. Always reminds me to be humble when you're the trainer, because it's a workout, especially when you're working with old English sheepdogs. And it is invigorating. It brings back that passion that, 19, all these years later, I never get over seeing the dogs, but it reinvigorates that passion. So if you watch the first video where Natalia is on live, and it's not live right now anymore, but was on live this morning on Mondays and Thursdays, please forgive my misstep. I said Tuesdays and Thursdays. Allow me to correct that. It's Mondays and Thursdays. And that I'm tape recording them so we can put together a series from part 1 to part 2, part 3, part 4, so that you can see how each step and why each step is so important. All right, loves. I don't know what we missed before on the lives. Mondays and Thursdays, put a 1 in the chat. If you're writing comments and I'm not seeing them, don't come for me. I hope that you're enjoying this. I didn't get to go live from the salon yesterday, but I was able to today. My goal is at least 3 times a week. If I can do it 4 or 5, fantastic. If I can do it all 6, that'd be great. But I can't guarantee that, so I don't want to tell you that. Keep your eye on What's Up Dog for the Summer Wells update. And that will include what's actually happened with Summer Wells in the case. The reason What's Up Dog got involved in that case was because there were 23 dogs on the mountain when this child was disappeared. And there's been lots of dog conversation. So we will revisit that, and we will not do that on the Hands Paws Facebook. So if you're interested in that, you have to jump on What's Up Dog. Go look up capital W, capital U, capital D, as in a dog named Wood, and join What's Up Dog. Yeah, good morning. That's all I have for today. Put comments in. Please help algorithms. And I will see you later. See you. See you. What's up, dog? Don't forget to wear the Homer Style swag.